Hi, and thanks for listening. This is my speech titled, I'll Do It Tomorrow. Everyone here is in college, and everyone here is guilty of the same thing. Everyone here has fallen victim to procrastination. When you're trying to juggle 4 classes, work, and a social life, things fall through the cracks. And I'm here today to discuss why we procrastinate, ways to stop procrastinating, and benefits of not procrastinating. I chose this topic because I'm a horrible procrastinator myself, and so I provided myself with an opportunity to learn how to change it. I've done extensive research on this topic, and I'm here to help you better understand your issues with procrastination. According to Psychology Today, there are 9 reasons why people procrastinate. I'm going to break that down into 2 categories: the stressful procrastinator and the bad habit procrastinator. You can be more than one type of procrastinator depending on the tasks. The first type of procrastinator is the stressful procrastinator. The stressful procrastinator does so because the task makes them uncomfortable. This category of procrastinators procrastinate for reasons like depression, anxiety, discomfort with the task, and not thinking you'll be good at the task. People that are stress procrastinators might say things like, I don't know what I'm doing, or I don't want to do that because I suck at it. This group of people pushes the task off because the task makes them uncomfortable, and it's human nature to avoid discomfort. Stressful procrastinators shouldn't be too hard on themselves about it. They have good reasons. Unlike our next group, the instant satisfaction procrastinators, myself included. These procrastinators procrastinate because of things like, because they're enjoying the gains of the present rather than focusing on the gains of the future, or they continually procrastinate because they've been successful at it before. The instant satisfaction procrastinators will often say things like, I'll do it after this next game or this next round, and I know I said I'd do that, but then I got invited to go do this. They'll push things off because they get more enjoyment out of doing what they're doing at the moment rather than doing what they should be doing. They could also be doing this for for a thing called the planning fallacy. The planning fallacy, according to ScienceDirect.com, refers to a prediction phenomenon where people under or overestimate the amount of time that it will take to accomplish a certain task. Examples of this could be putting off a quiz because you think that you're going to need more time to do it, or putting off an essay because you think you'll only need a week for it, when in all actuality you should have been writing it all 3 weeks. Now that you've had a chance to think about what type of procrastinator you are, let's understand how to help your specific type. If you are a type 1, or the stressful procrastinator, one major way to help you better avoid procrastination is to be easier on yourself. One easy way to do this is by adopting the no-fail rule. This means to stop looking at things as pass-fail and start looking them as learning opportunities, or an experiment. Other methods could be breaking the task into smaller tasks. According to psychologicalscience.org, this can make the task feel less demanding and make you feel more inclined to working on them. An example of this could be when you're writing an essay or a speech, and rather than writing a whole essay or focusing on having to write a whole essay, you break it down and you're like, I'm just going to write the intro today and I'll write this tomorrow, or I'm just going to write my first paragraph tomorrow. And this can help you, breaking it down can help you feel less overwhelmed with the task. These methods work by helping relieve the stress that is put on the task and making it easier to achieve. If you're a bad habit procrastinator because what you're doing is more enjoyable than the task that needs done, one way to help fix this is to make a schedule and stick to them. One thing I'm using that is helping me with this is my planner. I map out what I need to do. This is for March, and just cross off my days as I go through it. It kind of is relaxing to have it all out on paper and to know what you have to do, rather than like, oh shoot, that quiz was due today and I forgot about it because I read it 3 weeks ago but never wrote it down or never put it in my notes or anything. Another thing that I've been using is an app called Moment, and it tells me how many times I've opened my phone today, what apps I've spent time on, the amount of hours I spent on each app, just different little things that can help you realize where you're wasting your time and realize where you need to cut it off. That app moment will allow you to block the time or limit the time that you're allowed to spend on certain apps like Instagram. I can have it shut off after 2 hours of being on Instagram and not let me back on it for the rest of the day. It can also be set to like shut my phone off after so many hours. So if I've been on my phone for like 4 hours, it'll shut it off for 2 hours and say like you need to study or you need to do your quiz today, and just little reminders to help you stay focused. Another option is, some of you might be thinking, well, I procrastinate all the time and I've been successful with it before, so why should I change now? And the short answer to that is your health. It has been proven that procrastination increases stress through many different studies, and while it is consistent that in lifelong stress, it can have some negative effects. According to psychcentral.government, stress can cause many serious health problems, including depression, anxiety, cardiovascular disease, heart attacks, and strokes. Also, frequent procrastination can become habit, and like all bad habits, it can come back to bite you in the butt. So it's best to avoid it altogether. Much like procrastination, my speech needs to come to an end. I hope you've learned a little bit more about why you procrastinate and ways to stop it. As Abraham Lincoln once said, you cannot escape the responsibility of tomorrow by evading it today. So if you don't take my word for it, take Abe the Babe's and stop procrastinating.